is working through day 1 and day 2 on the back of your week 2 paper, okay? So the back side should look like this, and we're going to work through day 1 and day 2, okay? So the things that we're going to be looking for is going to be the vocabulary, the indent, homophones. Do we need to add any end marks? And do we need to label the nouns or the articles, okay? So on day 1, since the wood was dark and dangerous, they decided to take turns keeping watch, okay? So the first thing that we need to fix is at the end of the sentence, we can tell that there is no end mark, okay? So we need to go ahead and label this. And since it's the end of a statement, we're going to add a period, okay? Now we're going to look for our grammar notations. So first off, we are going to try to find the articles, okay? There's one article. So we need to look through the sentence and try to find a, an, or the. Okay, so right here, I see the, okay? And I'm going to label it with an AR so that I know that it's an article. And we know that nouns normally follow an article, so I'm looking for one noun, and we see that the word wood, we know wood is a thing, so we're going to label it a noun. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and move on to day 2. Day 2, our fixes, we're going to look for an end mark. Does that have an end mark? Let's read. 2 of them fell asleep under a tree, while the third built a fire and stayed alert. So we see that there's no end mark, and it's a statement, so we're going to go ahead and add a period there. Now we're going to look, and there's going to be 4 nouns and 3 articles that we are going to look for. So the first thing I'm going to do is look for my articles, because that's going to help us find my nouns. So the first one that I see is going to be a. Write an AR because that's an article. Then a little bit over I see the. And then I see a again. All right, very good. So now what I'm going to be doing is looking for the nouns, okay? So there are 4 nouns, and I know that there's already 3 articles, and we know that nouns normally follow an article. So we see that there's a tree. The third is talking about someone, okay, talking about a person, and then a fire, okay? Now we're looking for the next one, and if we know the third was talking about a person, there's another number in this sentence that is also referring to a person. It's at the very beginning, and it's 2, okay? So those are the nouns and the articles and the end marks that we needed to add for day 1 and day 2. Now what I need you to do is turn to tab 2, and you need to rewrite these sentences, okay?